The taboo thing about bottles sometimes mean that witches have a tendency to actually have very unusual substance in it. People believe that there's urine and things like that. Hi, I'm Nara. I'm a modern witch. Witch has in a term of being someone who actually worked with a lot of earth magic. There's a lot of influence from the ancient times for more modern times like now. The rituals are kind of simplified into more workable lifestyle, I would say. Saying that I'm a witch actually just helps me to actually shake society off a bit, because I feel like there's always this taboo that is seen that a witch is someone who's evil and she practices devil worshipping and all that. But it's an honouring of nature, and I tie that in with helping people. The main thing that I usually do with people is divination services, tarot and oracle card readings. This is one of my favourite decks. I work with a lot of goddess Kali energy. She's kind of, in many terms, actually seen as a more darker goddess. So she looks damn scary in this card, but when you actually get to connect to the energy, it's not as scary because she basically comes off as a protective figure. When you draw the cards, you can actually tell that, oh, maybe this is an issue. Okay, how can you address it? I actually created this little charm box whereby you can actually put your hand in and pick up different cards. So this actually aligns back to the reading. And then I also have witches runes. So they have like different messages to it. So this is like protection. And then I have, this is like crossroad directions. So these are actually divination dice. So it aligns like the different astrological aspect. So I actually would roll this down and then get to see where the alignment of people are working. So most of the time, a reading actually comes off to help you through a particular situation. Or if not, it kind of gives you like a guidance to what to look forward to. Spells are just a form of intention setting. How you do it is then it becomes a ritual. For example, if you want to do a love spell, you have different herbs, different candles, different things to actually help a particular intention setting. So I also craft like little oil bottles like that, usually known for protection. The taboo thing about bottles sometimes mean that witches have a tendency to actually like have very unusual substance in it. People believe that there's urine and things like that. Yeah, but obviously now it's more modern and I know I don't practice anything like that. These are basically like very clean, nice oils. So this is like a little love spray that I created. And it's basically rose water. So I kind of would boil the rose and whatever properties adding to a particular intention of love. It can be like lavender and all that, while the moon is full. And then obviously I add different crystals. Crystals are just like an extension of energy. It just enhances the effect of it. There are a couple of times when I actually meet people before, and that reading would involve a past loved one who might come forward just to share a message. I ever had a few clients whereby their pets who have passed on actually come through. Yeah. So I'm kind of like the middle person that just helps to communicate the message. It might not always be dead people, it can definitely be like a certain form of energies that connect to them. Sometimes they take form, I literally see them as a form. I'm more of a visual person, so I can kind of fabricate a being, not in front of me, but at the back of my head kind of thing. I actually can visualize it. But when it comes to my personal journey, maybe it's usually messages. I would just be like maybe sitting in the car and then bam, I will hear music and I'm like, oh my god, is that a message? Hexing and curses usually comes with an intention of wanting to cause harm and hurt. So in witchcraft, there's no god and devil. What we have is karma and dharma. There's no black or white, it's kind of grey. What you do, you get it back. So I kind of am someone who doesn't go with it. I've kind of rejected quite a few of all this. And I had like a few guys, I think they would ask me for like charm to charm women and all that. And I'm like, no way I'm doing things like that. I'm very ethical, so no amount of money would actually make me go against my principle. I have heard like of courses that people can do and enroll into schools, but for me, I really think that it's a very personalized journey that you do. You don't need to be enrolled into schools or being taught how to feel connected to beings, as in spiritual beings. I feel like the more you actually take time to connect and understand your connection with Mother Earth and all these elements, it becomes part of you. Witchcraft is just like a way of life, whereby you actually have a certain code which you live by, and this is the ritual that you practice with it. So I wouldn't say that you need to be born with it, but if you have influences from your family, it usually kind of ties in. I don't like the idea how people usually associate witches as a very sexual association. So they kind of say that, oh, you know, in the olden time, makeup and red lipstick, these are things that are actually associated with witchcraft. Because the whole idea is that women who look very attractive or they have special charms, they can entice men into doing favors. And even till now, when it's very modern, yes, but then you still see a lot of people also trying to put off the very sexy appeal to it, or they judge women in that sense. It's just not that, you know, witches are trying to sell sex or sexual appearance and things like that. There was one time in an event whereby I was actually invited to this event. So I did, you know, spread out all my tables and my cards. There's this lady that came up to me and said that, oh, you're selling witchcraft in the streets to children, and that is wrong. And, you know, I should repent to God and things like that. So I think that was one or two experiences that really got me a bit like, what the hell? Being a witch, in all honesty, in some other parts of the world, even now, you can actually get killed for it. It's a reality. So for me to actually push society and outspeak about witches itself, it's a privilege. And I feel like if many other people are coming out to say they're witches, I think we should understand where our roots are coming from. And now that we are still alive, like no one has come to try to kill me, like because our intention is usually to use energies to help Earth, right? So instead of wasting time on fighting each other, I think we should actually create what we are meant to create for.
Coconuts TV.